Ben was a curious and adventurous boy from the Highlands of Scotland. He had always dreamt of traveling to far-off places and exploring new cultures. His heart yearned for excitement and thrilling adventures. One day, his dream came true when he received an unexpected gift: a ticket to New York City for 5 nights. With a mixture of nerves and excitement, Ben packed his bags and embarked on the journey of a lifetime.
As Ben stepped off the plane and into the bustling city, he was immediately struck by the vibrant energy and towering skyscrapers that surrounded him. The sound of car horns and the chatter of people filled the air, and he couldn't help but feel a rush of adrenaline. It was a sensory overload, but Ben was determined to embrace every moment. On his first night in New York, Ben found himself in a cozy little restaurant tucked away in a quiet corner. The aroma of spices and sizzling meats wafted through the air, drawing him in. He took a deep breath and approached the hostess, mustering up the courage to ask for a table for one. With a friendly smile, she led him to a table near the window, providing him with a perfect view of the city's lively streets. Ben perused the menu, his eyes widening at the array of options available. He decided to be bold and ordered a dish he had never tried before: a classic New York-style pizza. As he savored each bite, the flavors exploded on his tongue, a delightful combination of tangy tomato sauce, gooey cheese, and a perfectly crispy crust. Ben found himself lost in the symphony of flavors, his taste buds dancing with joy. The following evening, Ben found himself in a comedy club, where laughter echoed through the air. He settled into a seat, ordered a bottle of red wine, and prepared himself for an evening of laughter and entertainment. The comedians took turns gracing the stage, regaling the audience with their wit and charm. Ben found himself laughing so hard that tears streamed down his face, his heart swelling with pure joy. In that moment, he felt a sense of belonging, surrounded by strangers who shared the same laughter. Eager to explore the iconic landmarks of the city, Ben dedicated his third day to visiting the Statue of Liberty. He embarked on a ferry, the cool breeze tousling his hair as he approached the majestic statue. Standing in awe of Lady Liberty, he marveled at her sheer size and grace. As he looked out over the harbor, he couldn't help but be reminded of the countless dreams and aspirations that had sailed through these waters, seeking a better life. It was a humbling experience, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. On the fourth day, Ben hailed down a yellow cab, eager to experience the exhilaration of zooming through the city streets. The wind whipped through his hair as he watched the vibrant lights of Times Square blur past. The scent of sizzling hot dogs and pretzels from food vendor stalls wafted through the air, tantalizing his senses. He couldn't resist the temptation and asked the driver to stop at one of the stalls. Ben indulged in a juicy hot dog topped with mustard and sauerkraut, relishing the explosion of flavors that danced on his palate. Feeling adventurous, Ben decided to delve into the depths of the city's underground on the fifth day. He descended into a subway station, the rhythmic rumbling of passing trains resonating through the platform. The subway system was a labyrinth, connecting the city's veins. Ben navigated through the maze of tunnels, hopping from one train to another, each stop unveiling a new neighborhood and a new story. Along the way, he encountered a diverse array of people, their faces telling tales of triumph, heartbreak, and resilience. It was a microcosm of humanity, a glimpse into the lives that intertwined in the vibrant tapestry of New York City. Later that night, Ben found himself returning to the subway station, a little tipsy from a few drinks he had indulged in. To his dismay, he discovered that the station was closed. Panic crept up within him as he realized he was stranded. Determined not to let fear consume him, he mustered his wits and decided to navigate the city on foot. The streets at night seemed both thrilling and mysterious, with the distant sounds of sirens and the neon glow of billboards creating an atmosphere reminiscent of a crime novel. Ben's heart raced as he made his way through dimly lit alleyways and bustling avenues, his senses heightened by the city's nocturnal allure. Each step he took was an act of bravery, as he embraced the adventure and uncertainty that lay ahead. With dawn breaking on the final day of his adventure, Ben made his way to the Empire State Building, eager to take in the breathtaking view from its observation deck. The early morning sunlight painted the city in hues of gold, casting a magical glow over the towering skyscrapers. As he ascended to the top, the city skyline unfolded before him like a mesmerizing tapestry. He stood in awe, captivated by the sheer magnitude of New York City. From this vantage point, he could see the diverse neighborhoods, the intertwining streets, and the endless possibilities that lay before him. In that moment, Ben felt invincible, as if he could conquer any challenge that came his way. To conclude his journey, Ben rented a pedal bike and ventured into the lush green expanse of Central Park. He cycled along winding paths, past vibrant gardens and serene lakes, his heart filled with a sense of contentment and accomplishment. The park was a sanctuary amidst the chaos of the city, a place where nature thrived and dreams took flight. As Ben pedaled through the park, he encountered street performers, artists, and families enjoying picnics in the sun. He couldn't help but smile, realizing that even in a city as fast-paced as New York, there was still room for moments of tranquility and connection. As the sun began to set on his final evening in New York, Ben walked back to his hotel, a bittersweet feeling settling within him. The city had embraced him, allowed him to discover a piece of himself he didn't know existed. He had tasted the flavors, shared laughter, witnessed history, and embraced the thrill of the unknown. New York had become a part of him, and he vowed to carry its spirit with him wherever he went. As Ben boarded his flight back to Scotland, he carried the memories of his time in New York City in his heart. The bustling streets, the taste of new flavors, the laughter that echoed through the comedy club, all of it had left an indelible mark on his spirit. Ben knew that he would forever cherish the thrill and wonder that he had experienced during those 5 unforgettable nights in the city that never sleeps. And as the plane took off, he whispered a promise to himself, a promise to seek out adventure, embrace the unknown, and never stop exploring.
Please like, share and subscribe.